Hello, and welcome everybody. This is a game that we've already covered on the channel, at least the demo, but now we have early access. I'm very excited to see what it all has. I currently have the game muted for now, just I don't know how loud it is. I don't think it's actually that loud. Here you go. Anyways, yeah, Road to Vostok is finally in early access. It came out yesterday, and I did actually record a video from yesterday, but after listening to it, I didn't like it, so I'm redoing it now. Um, it's okay though, you didn't really miss all that much. I ran around some maps because I guess I'll show you what I ended up with after like an hour 50 minutes is what the recording came to. So we got some mags here, MP5 and shotgun. I started with no kit. We have a bunch of random stuff on the floor there and some stuff here, but that doesn't matter because we're going to restart. They do have summer and winter. This darkness mode is what we started on. No starting kit, random spawn, random start time and weather, random start vitals, and then permadeath and Vostok is for all of them, except Iron Man is permadeath everywhere. They do have a changelog. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. If you do want to see the whole thing, just go check out the update notes. Hardware check. We will show you the intro and then music. So let's enter the road. Yeah, into the road to Vostok.
I'm broadcasting this now because this is probably my last opportunity before it all ends tomorrow. The events that happened here in Finland have been all over the news, but I'm afraid nobody will ever know the truth. The real truth is impossible to understand unless you were here, in Area 05, southeast Finland, where it all began. Before I tell you what actually happened, you first have to understand Finland as a country and how this even started. For over 70 years, we maintained our neutrality. In doing so, we created a 1,340-kilometer neutral shield between the west and the east. This shield is a border zone that runs from the Arctic in the north to the Gulf of Finland in the south. The word shield is important. A shield is a defensive tool. It should never be used as a weapon. After maintaining the shield for all these years, we were forced to join a military alliance. We were forced into a position where our role was eventually determined by those who seek power, not peace. The first years were easy. While we never lowered our guard, it seemed that nothing had really changed. However, once enough time passes, we accept the illusion of safety. We wrap ourselves in the mindset that we are in control of our own future. But we were just a tool for a bigger plan. This plan revealed itself relatively quickly when a global military initiative was started. This former shield slowly lost its meaning and was transformed into a sword whose purpose no longer relied on defense. Building a massive sword near this border zone is an action that has consequences. We knew this the moment the initiative started. But were there any other options? I don't think so. This initiative brought billions of dollars and thousands of jobs to a country seeking economic growth.
Sorry.
On top of the economic impacts, if all your northern allies have accepted the same plan and the same benefits, you don't want to be the black sheep, the only one who says no. However, the other northern countries are relatively far and safe behind this former shield. Finland is not. So, what really happened here? As you might have guessed, it was one of those beautiful midsummer nights when a large explosion
There we go. That is the intro. For what it is, I actually quite like it. It's just a, not static, but basically a static image with some dialogue. I really like it. Okay, and so we don't got nothing, so I'm just gonna run around and hopefully we... Wow, look at that. So while we got a shotgun, we don't got any ammo for it, so now we just need some 12 gauge ammo. And then we will be fine, really. So a couple things while we're running around. This, if you don't know, this is a single player extraction shooter. There's a crate right here. If you die, you go back to whatever shelter that you were at, or that you last at. And from experience, I think we want to run away from this area. But yeah, this game's been developed by a single person, and for the past 4 years, it's been in development, at least through the demo. But yeah, the early access only just came out yesterday. We are not going to the minefield. Every time we go to the minefield, we always get messed up. So this is actually the map that I spawned in last time. When we actually had a run go well. It took me about 3 tries, like just dying 3 times. Thought there was a tower up here, but I guess not. So yeah, he has added a lot. Compared to the demo, he's added a lot. There are many new maps. This is being one of them. There's this one. There's a school. I want to say the highway was taken out of the demo, or I just couldn't find my way back to it. But the highway is back. You saw the minefield. And then there's also apartments. And I think there's one more that I'm missing. We're gonna run across this area. I don't think that any of the AI spawn on this side of the map. Don't spawn or don't even want to come over. But I do know that if we run out this way, we're probably going to get shot at some point here. If we run this way, at the back here, there is a transition to the village, and that is going to be where we want to go. But don't worry, I'm not going to show you a bunch of village only stuff. I'm going to show you like the very start, and then I'm going to get some gear, and we will run, I don't know, we'll explore something. Something that I thought was really cool, he put real life places. Like, the maps are based off real life places, and if you saw his early access video, this will look very, very familiar. He made an early access video for the launch, and that is like sitting outside of a bunker that looks exactly like that. Or I guess this one looks exactly like the one he was sitting out of. That's where he like filmed it. Filmed that video at least. I will show you the inside of it real quick. Alright. This is what it looks like. It's just a bunch of corridors with trash every so often. I will say I have been having a really hard time with loot lately. Like I went through 2 of these bunkers and found nothing. We're dead. We're not gonna live this. Well, run number 2 incoming. We have 9 health now. Let's see if I find... Just like 2 shells. Probably even 1 will do. Nah, that's it. That is one rough thing. It didn't happen this time, but if you receive a negative status effect, you kind of screwed. But hang on while I reset us. Okay, as I was saying, if you receive a negative status effect, there's the village. That's probably where we should go. But I want to explore the highway a little bit. Receive a negative status effect, you're kind of just dead no matter what if you don't have the medical supplies required to fix it. So like if you got a bleed or a fracture and you don't have a bandage or a splint, you're going to die. There's just absolutely nothing you can possibly do about it. And it's not like the medical items are even all that common, to be honest. So that was a guy right there. That is one gripe, I guess. I don't know. Just one thing I don't quite like. It's just a little hard to actually heal up. We're gonna run to the village though and just go there. Alright, so in the village we are pretty familiar with this map, I would say. Yeah, this is where we spent like pretty much all of our time in the demo. We weren't really able to make it out of here, really, to be honest. Kinda sucked. So, kinda know where everything is, like building wise. There's not really much over here, is there? Doesn't look like it. But we know where the shelter is, and the shelter is where I am gonna run off to right now. Oh, oh, where do I go? Where do I go? Just, sure, run this way. Okay, he didn't actually hit us, so that's good. But if we can make it to the shelter, then we save our game, basically. At least we set a respawn point. Okay, I was running past this little barn thing. We found a can of tomatoes. That's it. But the shelter is right here, so I'll see you in there. Alright, and welcome in. If you saw the... what you call it? If you saw the demo gameplay, then this place will look very familiar. I also showed it to you in the very start, so I guess there's that. We've now set our respawn, if you will. I'll show you one time. Every time you go in the shelter and then come back out, it resets the like world, whatever's, reset the loot and the spawns. So what I found to do was just run over to these buildings real quick and hope that you can find something on these guys. Well, on these bodies and, you know, loot containers and whatnot. Oh, there you go, and a bandage. In that corner is where a guy kept on spawning, and he shot me up a few times, doing some good damage to me. So be cautious of that. And then they can also just be like in here somewhere. Make sure that's close behind. No, I've been having, like I said, I've been having a hard time actually finding loot. I guess useful loot, really. We have an alarm clock, so we now know it's 5 a.m. 5? Or is that 9? I think that's 9. That text is a little difficult for me to read. Oh. Oh, whoa. Alright, here we go. Fishing vest gives us 50. It's a black link breaker. We should probably take that anyway, so. We just got really lucky. was trying to see if you can actually tell if it's on semi or full auto. But yeah, we got really lucky. We found a gun with its magazine. So I'm gonna try not to mess this up. Can't reach it from this side. But now that we have a gun, it shouldn't really be too hard to snowball this. Unless we just get really unlucky. Alright, so from this house that we're in, we found, well, we are ending, I guess leaving the building with this. We should eat and drink though. You can still run around and do stuff while you're eating and drinking. As long as you do it from your inventory. If you do it from a container, you can't move. You can't even close the menu until you're done eating. Alright, we did find a helmet and a duffel bag from this place. This gives us to... Oh, I guess it's not actually armor, it's just a helmet. But yeah, that is what we found. If somebody wants to get shot in the face. Okay. Anyways, yeah, that's what we found in this building, so not too much, but it's something. We need drink. Thanks. And I want to go loot that guy. Hopefully nobody else can see us from here. Got him right in the nose. Ah! Sorry. Got him right in the nose. So this guy's 13 plus 1. Okay. And to make sure that we don't lose everything, we are gonna go back, drop off one of these rifles. I think we're gonna drop this one off because I don't... we'll keep this one. We'll drop off the other one. So I'll see you when we head back out. Alright, and we back out searching these cabins again. Just heard of... Yep, that's what we just heard. I was gonna say that in the patch notes, he's down. They did mention that for each map there is a spawn limit of 10. So once you kill 10 people, it is completely safe. So we gotta keep... We don't have to, but we probably should keep track of the people that we kill. So that we know when the map is actually completely safe. Oh, that's a better backpack, I believe. No, it's not. Never mind. Some painkillers, I believe, is for a trader quest. Okay, from searching that place, we actually found quite a bit of stuff, as you can see. So, the reason why we left with the clothing is because I wanted to go to the trader and actually sell it to him. And the trader is just right over there. That's the attic. The first shelter that you had in the demo. The trader is now under, or I guess the attic is now above, I think. I never actually walked up to that door, to be honest. I'm just making assumptions. Anyways, I'll see you at the trader. Alright, so... he doesn't really have anything that I want other than the 762. But we can actually do this, because we have the toilet paper. And now his tax went down by 10%, so things will be cheaper. I'm gonna buy this 762. Ew, costs $600. Well, let's start getting rid of the clothing. Oh, I need 5. How much is this? 50. 75. We will do that. Alright.
Nopeaa ja helppoa. Kiitokset.
Now we can have a full mag. We're gonna do some more looting. We know this map, so it doesn't. I'm not too intrigued to actually show it off more than I already have. Stop it, sir. Okay, there is no bullet penetration, by the way. Okay. Okay, cool. That's 2 more guys. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna do some more looting, get some more gear, and then I shall be back. Alright, welcome back. I've been doing some looting, as you can see. I now have a holographic? What do they call it? An EXP. Found that. Found some more ammo, another mag. And Glock. Other than that, not all that much. I would like to point one thing out though. I already read it through some of the reviews. Okay, yeah, through some of the reviews, people have already said it, but the AI needs improvement. It is early access though, so you can't really get on it for that. But yeah, they pretty much do just walk from point A to point B, and that's it. Until they see you. He almost got me. If there's bullet pin, he would have got me. What? Ah. So I think for the most part, I've looted this place. Pretty much all of this place. That's a Mosin. I would like a Mosin. If we do... No. No? Hang on. We're going to get this. There. We don't have a Mosin yet. I don't even remember what... Oh, so yeah, I have looted pretty much all of this place so far. We'll drop this real quick. 47, yeah. Keep this guy, clear the chamber, load it back up. Throw it in there. Dump him. So, since we've looted pretty much all of it, and it is, what, 14, so 2? We're gonna go stop at the safe house, drop our gear off, and then we are gonna go to the next map. And then I'll show you a little bit of that map as well. And maybe we can get to a higher... What is that? Is that behind or front? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, maybe we can get to a higher tier, or higher loot tier. Okay. So we're meeting to the trader. I'm just buying some more 7.62. He doesn't have anything else that I would like, so we're just gonna go with this for now. Don't sell him that. And then from here, I'm gonna go look for a transition zone, and then hopefully we can get into something exciting. Alright, so we have found our way to the school zone. Did mess around with this yesterday. Didn't really say in here all that much. It didn't seem like the loot was too favorable towards what I needed at the moment. We'll see if it differs this time around. That was interesting. Let's do it again. Okay, it just raises your mental by 5, which is kind of cool. Okay, we are approaching the main building, I believe. We found a little. Oh, cool. We can move the electrical boxes. We found a little bit more of some 7.62, and along with the shotgun and painkiller. On our way here. Real quick though, there is this events tab. Journalist returns to the village. So, journalist is jack of all trades, trader who runs a small shop inside the village garage, building in area 5, and specializes in common good. After taking a small mental break, journalist is once again back in business and ready to serve his loyal customers. That's on day 1, so that's already happened. Then tomorrow, the doctor returns to the school. I guess there's also even possibilities, but this one is guaranteed. Doctor is a trader who specializes in medicine and holds an improvised clinic inside an abandoned school in Area 5. After visiting Grandma for a welfare check, Doctor returns to his clinic and is ready to provide medical services for the injured. And then day 3 will be fighter jets. Event possibility is about 25% per map instance. Okay. So that's pretty cool. There were not events previously. I don't know where this guy is. I think he's inside the main building over there somewhere. We keep finding these hot plates, which is cool, but we have found so many, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? It does seem like it's starting to get dark. It is 1700 right now. We're gonna push up into this main building here. I know they added keys in the last run. I did end up finding the one that opens that door, which is nice matches. The gymnasium. The painkiller. Okay, so he might be upstairs somewhere. I know beer is a quest item. You need like 5 of them or something. Alright, let's go up. There's also point shooting, which is kind of cool. Okay, he did end up hitting us, but took him out. Oh, there's a gun in the school. Cool. No jokes to be made there. Now what do you got? Okay, I'm just gonna take the ammo from it. And then drop everything else. I don't actually plan on returning to the only trader that we know of as of right now. Is board game worth anything? 140. There's some footsteps. I don't know if he's coming up the stairs over there or not. It was a sleeping bag. I don't know if it's a sleeping bag or it's probably a sleeping bag, huh? I'm taking the sleep bag over the blanket.
Perkele!
Sounds really close. I'm gonna make the assumption that he's upstairs. Probably down this hallway. Looking the wrong way, man. Oh, look, a pillow. I'll take this mag, I guess. Now we have 64 spare round. Oh, okay. Can't lie, he did scare the crap out of me. I wasn't expecting the guy to just be sitting there in the corner. See it coming. Yeah, we are using all of our painkillers. I'm glad he didn't like give us a bleed or fracture or anything like that.
Kaappas, kukas se siellä?
Okay, so that one dude sitting in the corner almost killed us. It is a 45, I guess, but still, we. Okay, so there is a shelter here. Yeah, we gotta be careful. Another hot plate. This, I believe, is where the medical trader, or the doctor, comes. Oh wow, would you look at that? Not that. This guy. Plus 30, this is 20. So, the loot here isn't too bad, I guess. It's not actually that bad. Let's get out of here. Oh wait, we didn't check the first floor. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Not really anything on the first floor. Which way are we going? Yeah, manual. Some more tissues. We came from over there, I believe. So let's go see what's over here. Okay. Let's look at just big open field. It's like a what, baseball field. Cool. I want to see what this is. It's the highway. We're gonna go to the highway. Why not? Alright, we are in the highway now, but it is 19:20. We're gonna stay up a little bit longer. Oh, in the demo we looked at this place, although there wasn't anything here, so let's go back to it and see if we can do anything with that building. It looks like we can go in. Am I crazy or is it getting brighter? So it looks like it's just a grocery store. Except that, okay, no, that green light is just going outside. Oh, are all of these lootable? Okay, I'm not gonna force you to watch this. I'll loot these and then tell you if we get anything nice. Alright, so from our loot of this room, we got about like 60 rounds of 9mm. What is it? Down here? We're at 87 now. We found a splint and cold medicine, which I'm just gonna take right now. So we are hungry, so let's go ahead and eat something. And I did hear somebody cough. I heard him, but I haven't seen anything. I don't know how close. Well, I don't know if he walked off yet. Maybe he's on this corner of the building. I don't see him. Let's go out the front door. We'll probably get him from there. Oh man, he came in. Where are you going? Die. Okay. Found him. Found another one of these guys. Just take the ammo like everything else. Cool. I'm just gonna run back home, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna run back home. Hopefully. If anything on the way does happen, I will be sure to let you guys know. I got sick of the nighttime, so I wouldn't have used our sleeping bag. They added a little gas station. Alright, and we made it back to the shelter. Back in the village area. I guess it's the cabin, technically. So this is what we got. We have a lot of stuff actually. Came back with a lot. Gonna do our normal thing and throw, well, I guess our typical thing and throw the ammo in here. I think, actually, no, the ammo goes in this one. Not that it quite matters. Anyways, this is what we got. I would say we are very well set up for any future expeditions. What did we find? We found the school. We did see Outpost. I don't remember how to get back there. Outpost is where we started at. And then we, of course, found the village. That's where we are right now. And we got to, there was one more. The highway. The highway was the last one that we were just in. The store was new. The gas station is new. The transition zone is different from what it used to be. Like, its location is different, so that's kind of cool. But if you made it this far, I appreciate you for watching. I'm having fun with this, so we are gonna continue. We're gonna keep going with this, and I really want to get to a Vostok tier area. I don't know if it's just a tier or if it's with just a location, but I want to get there. I want to figure out how to get there and just get there. Compare loot tables as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this. I appreciate you for watching, and if you did make it this far, then like and subscribe. Why not? I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.